My name is Shani, and I am a travel advisor. And I'm here to help you figure out whether or not you need travel insurance when you are going on a cruise, an ocean cruise, for instance. First of all, there are many different reasons why you may need travel insurance. Number one is trip cancellation and interruption. What if something happens when you have already booked your cruise and we're getting close to sail date? When you're within 120 or 90 days of your sail date, your cruise company may not refund you any money at all if you have to cancel, no matter what the reason. You could have cancer, you could have a life threatening surgery, you could be in the hospital, you could lose your house. There's just a million different reasons why you would have to cancel your cruise, and the cruise company is not under any obligation to refund you anything at that point. So that's where trip insurance, travel insurance comes in. Now, there are covered reasons for canceling a cruise with travel insurance. For instance, your home becomes uninhabitable due to natural disaster or a fire or flood, etc. Or what if you lose your job at the last minute right before your cruise? Or you are sick or injured and you have to cancel the cruise. Then travel insurance will step in and cover any prepaid non refundable expenses that you had for that cruise. And also, there's emergency medical coverage. A lot of people don't realize that most Americans' health insurance for medical coverage does not work in foreign countries. And when you're going on a cruise, even if it's just to the Caribbean, you're thinking, oh, it's just to the Caribbean, it's not that far, but there's still other countries. And your insurance isn't going to work there unless you have just a phenomenal plan. And so you're probably thinking, well, what would I need insurance for anyway when I'm on a cruise? There's nothing going to happen to me. Well, all you have to do is step wrong off of a curb, twist your ankle, end up in urgent care, and the next thing you know, you've got thousands of dollars in bills because of a sprained ankle. So that's where travel insurance steps in again. It it covers medical hospital stays, surgeries, prescriptions, for injuries and illnesses that can occur when you're abroad in another country. Also, let's say you get sick or have a heart attack on a cruise and you have to be airlifted, or it's called medical evacuation. So let's say you have to be evacuated to the mainland of another country or back to the United States from the cruise ship via helicopter. That is very, very expensive. We're talking upwards of $100,000 if the helicopter airlifts you from a cruise ship back to the mainland. And your medical insurance is not going to pay for that. So that's where travel insurance comes into play again. Also, there's baggage and personal belongings can be covered if your luggage is lost or stolen or delayed as part of your trip. Speaking of delays, there are travel delays where you can be compensated for meals, lodging, and transportation if you're stranded due to flight delays, missed connections, or severe weather. So if you're coming from the Northeast in the wintertime and a big snowstorm happens and you're just trying to get down to Miami to get on a cruise and you get delayed and miss the cruise, etc., that's where travel insurance will come into play as well. Also, another great thing about travel insurance is they offer 24/7 support. There's at least most travel insurance companies do, the good ones. So you'll have a phone number that you can call, and somebody will be right there to help you with any problems that you have on the trip. These cruises are expensive, and a lot of charges that you encounter are non-refundable. And so you really need travel insurance to cover all these non-refundable expenses. And also, if you're traveling during wildfire or hurricane season, um, that's considered a high risk season. So travel insurance can come in clutch there. And then also, if you're a scuba diver, or if you like going zip lining or mountain climbing or what have you, those are considered hazardous activities, and regular health insurance may not cover that if you get injured while partaking in one of those activities. So, what you want to do is just budget that extra $100, $200 for travel insurance into the cost of your trip. It's totally worth it, in my opinion. And also, you can get, most travel insurance companies will offer cancel for any reason plans in addition to the sickness, injury, illness plans that are standard. Cancel for any reason can come in clutch when you're dealing with needing to cancel your cruise for an odd reason that's not covered under the standard protocol. You want to go ahead and just budget that into your vacation budget. You want to buy that insurance within 21 days of making the deposit on your cruise, because most travel insurance plans will not cover you after 21 days for your pre-existing conditions. So if you do have a pre-existing condition, let's say, you have an illness that's ongoing, then the 21 days will come into play for your pre-existing condition and you should be covered. So bottom line is, you never know what's going to happen. I personally have had to use travel insurance last year when I broke my foot and had to have 2 surgeries, and I had to miss a cruise that we had booked. But my travel insurance, because I had purchased travel insurance prior, it only took a simple form that my doctor filled out on my behalf, and I submitted it to the travel insurance company, and I was refunded everything that we spent that the cruise company couldn't pay us back. And it was easy peasy. I highly recommend it. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.